Wow, built-ins can really transform a space, right? They add tons of storage, keep things organized, and let you inject some serious style into your home. But here's the thing, built-ins often come with a hefty price tag. Not today. In this video, we're all about DIY built-ins for under $100. That's right, $100. We'll be walking you through 3 awesome project ideas. Classic and versatile bookshelves, perfect for displaying your favorite reads or organizing those overflowing bookshelves. Stylish display shelves, ideal for showcasing your collections, photos, or any treasured keepsakes. And finally, a super functional mudroom bench. This one's a game changer for keeping your entryway organized and clutter-free. No matter what your style or needs are, we've got a DIY built-in project for you. Plus, we'll keep it budget-friendly so you can create beautiful and functional storage without breaking the bank. So, are you ready to get building? Let's dive in. All right, so we have 3 project choices: bookshelves, display shelves, and a mudroom bench. Before we get started with the building process, let's talk about planning and materials. Our classic bookshelves are perfect for any room that needs a storage boost. They're super customizable, so you can adjust the size and number of shelves to fit your space and book collection. Display shelves are all about putting your favorite things on show. Whether it's artwork, figurines, or family photos, these shelves will elevate your decor and add a personal touch to your home. And lastly, the mudroom bench. This one's a lifesaver for keeping entryways organized. Imagine having a dedicated spot for shoes, bags, and maybe even coats. Pure bliss. Okay, so you've chosen your project. Now let's talk about the materials you'll need to make it happen. And remember, we're keeping it budget-friendly. The main component of any built-in is, of course, the lumber. Here are some great choices that are affordable and readily available. MDF boards. These are smooth, inexpensive, and come in various sizes, perfect for painting. Plywood. A touch stronger than MDF, plywood also offers a nice wood grain texture if you prefer a more natural look. Reclaimed wood. Optional. This can be a fantastic option for an eco-friendly and unique look. Just be sure the wood is clean, dry, and structurally sound. When using reclaimed wood, always be aware of potential splinters, uneven surfaces, and the need for additional sanding. Safety first. When it comes to joining your lumber pieces, we're using a method called pocket hole joinery. This is a fantastic option for beginners because it's strong, easy to use, and doesn't require any fancy tools. A tool called a Craig jig makes pocket hole joinery a breeze. It helps you drill perfectly angled pocket holes that allow you to screw your pieces together from the inside, creating a clean and professional-looking finish. Of course, there are other joining methods out there. If pocket holes aren't your thing, you could consider simple butt joints with corner braces. This is a good option for beginners working on smaller projects. Finally, you'll need some essentials to complete your built-in: screws, wood glue, paint or stain, optional, and sandpaper. There you have it. With these materials and a little DIY spirit, you'll be well on your way to building your own amazing and affordable built-in. All right, so we've got our project picked and all the materials ready. Now let's talk about the tools you'll need to turn that lumber into a beautiful built-in. The essentials are pretty basic: drill, driver, Craig jig, optional, and saw, optional. Speaking of safety, it's important to protect yourself while you're building. Safety goggles and gloves are essential for your protection. All right, everyone, it's build time. We're about to transform that pile of lumber into a stunning built-in. Let's jump in. First things first, we need to cut our lumber to size. Here's where your project plan comes in handy. Double-check your measurements and make sure you're happy with the layout before you start cutting. Remember, you can always cut more wood, but you can't add it back on. So, measure twice, cut once. Now for the actual cutting. You can use a saw at home, or most hardware stores will cut your lumber to size for a small fee. Whichever way you choose, make sure your cuts are clean and straight. Now comes the fun part: putting it all together. If you're using pocket hole joinery, this is where your Craig jig comes in. Following your project plans, clamp your boards together and use the Craig jig to drill those perfectly angled pocket holes. Then, simply screw the pieces together from the inside for a strong and invisible joint. If you're not using pocket holes, there are other ways to assemble your built-in. For simpler projects, you could use butt joints with corner braces. Just remember to pre-drill pilot holes to prevent the wood from splitting when you screw them together. Now let's get to work building the main structure of your chosen project. Whether it's the bookshelf frame, the display shelf base, or the mudroom bench foundation, follow your project plans and assemble the pieces using the techniques we've discussed. Remember, apply wood glue for extra strength and to fill any gaps. Make sure everything is square and level as you go. Here are some handy tips and tricks to make your built-in even better. Space-saving hacks. Utilize corners by building L-shaped shelves or consider adjustable shelves for maximum flexibility. Customization ideas. For the mudroom bench, you could add cubbies for storage or even attach coat hooks on the back panel. Feeling fancy? You can add decorative trim to your built-in for an extra touch of elegance. And for the mudroom bench, casters on the bottom can make it easy to move around for cleaning. We're almost there. In the next step, we'll give your built-in a beautiful finishing touch. Alright folks, our built-in is starting to take shape. Now let's add those finishing touches and get it ready to mount on the wall. First things first, let's make sure our built-in looks smooth and polished. Grab some sandpaper and give it a good sanding, focusing on any rough edges or imperfections. If you want to add a pop of color or a classic wood finish, now's the time to paint or stain your built-in. Once everything is dry and looking fantastic, it's time to install it on the wall. Here's where knowing your wall material comes in handy. Use the appropriate fasteners and wall anchors to securely mount your built-in to the wall. Remember, safety first. Make sure it's firmly attached, especially if it's going to hold heavier items. If you're unsure about wall mounting, don't hesitate to consult a hardware store associate or watch a more detailed tutorial online for specific instructions based on your wall material. There you have it, your very own DIY built-in, crafted for under $100. In just a few steps, you've transformed some simple lumber into a beautiful and functional piece for your home. And there you have it, your very own DIY built-in for under $100. See, with a little planning and some creativity, you can create beautiful and functional additions to your home without breaking the bank. Isn't it amazing what you can achieve with a few simple tools and some affordable materials? This built-in adds style and storage to your space, and you can totally customize it to fit your needs and decor. So, what are you waiting for? Grab some lumber, get creative, and design your own built-in masterpiece. If you're looking for more thrifty upcycling inspiration, be sure to subscribe for more DIY content. Leave a comment below and let me know what kind of built-ins you'd love to tackle next. And don't forget to share a picture of your finished project on social media using the hashtag #thriftybuiltins. I can't wait to see what you create. In the next video, we're going to be all about thrifty upcycling projects for every room in your house. We'll show you how to transform old furniture, light fixtures, and even throw pillows into stunning new pieces, all while staying on budget. So stay tuned!